And then over the holidays, I picked up this set from Profusion, the Winter Wonderland set. It came with, 4 eyeshadow palettes. And then there's a pull-out drawer down below that came with some blushes, some bronzers, and some highlighters. I'm not going to go over the blushes, bronzers, and highlighters, but they were really good quality. But I will go over the eyeshadows. We'll do blushes and bronzers and stuff at a different date soon, because I'm trying to like declutter everything as soon as possible. The only thing I don't know if I'm going to get to is foundations. So this is Frosty, and unfortunately I don't know if they have these anymore. You might be able to find them at a Walgreens, but they're just so pretty. Then there is Snow Day, and it's a real pretty blue. I do like these blues. I like the deeper blues. So, real cool tone blues. So, I think that's real pretty. And then there is Dazzle. And I do have to say, this shade right here was insane. The sparkle on it was whew, so pretty. And then last but not least is Flurry. I actually did Dazzle and Flurry together, so I did more of a rich look, and then I used that shimmer shade in Dazzle, and it made a stunning look. So really impressed with their quality, you know, as I have been with their other palettes as well. So yeah, I was really happy to pick this little box set up, and I just think the box set's so cute, so I just kind of kept it in here. So there's that, keeping all of that for sure. Okay, time for another bin. Okay, I missed 2 in that bin. They were just so little they fell. I've got one from AOA Studio that I've never tried called Cherry Blossom, and it's just so pretty that I just have to make myself try it. I have no idea what the quality is going to be, but it's so pretty. So I'm hanging on to this. And then this is from Oasis Makeup. She is on Instagram, and she does like very unique palettes for single shadows. It like comes with a mirror that you can take out and separate and stuff. I don't have it on me, or I'd show you, but these were her first take at eyeshadows, and they're kind of a little bit more like highlighters. They're very sheer, and I don't know if she still has these or not, but I think they're really pretty, like very dazzling. They're just more of a wash of color than like a whole heck of a lot of pigment, but I mean, look at that. That's still really pretty. So I was quite impressed. So yeah, hanging on to both of those. Just missed those. They just kind of fell down in that bin. All right, now we're getting to the big stuff. So let's see. I've got this Iconic London Blooming and Gleaming eyeshadow palette. I got this in maybe BoxyCharm. I don't know. I've never tried an Iconic London palette before, and I do think this one's really pretty, but if I'm being honest, I don't know that I'll ever reach for it. So I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I'm gonna put this like in a maybe pile, because it is really pretty. The colors are really pretty, and I like Iconic London as a brand, so I think I'm just gonna put this in the maybe pile. I'll revisit that later. Alright, then I've got ColourPop Pure Golden. And that's what this looks like. And it's really pretty. So yes, I think I am going to hang on to it. Okay, and then I have the Morphe 35XO Natural Flirt. Keep them in their boxes so that I know what palette it is. Yeah, this one's super pretty too. But I think I'm going to go ahead and let that one go. I'm not the biggest fan of Morphe anymore. They are okay and they're very affordable. You can get really good looks, but their shimmers just don't do much for me. This is the 35C Everyday Chic. And that one's really pretty, see, but again, their shimmers just don't do much for me. It's really pretty, but, and I did get a couple good looks out of it, but no, I think I'm gonna let it go. Plus, honestly, I don't reach for a lot of big palettes anymore. I just don't. Which I think you're gonna find that as we continue on. Okay. I've got the Juvia's Nubian 2. Yeah, this one, I never reach for it. Great quality shadows, but definitely won't use, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, this is just a bunch of single shadows from Adept Cosmetics. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. I'll just show you what I have. They're not going anywhere. I don't think they do single shadows anymore. They did these before they came out with their palettes, so definitely keeping that. Okay, this is what I might stay with. This is the Morphe Lisa Frank 35B. Not that I need a rainbow palette. It's not that. It's the Nostalgia. I keep looking at the mirror. Sorry, guys. It's the Nostalgia of Lisa Frank. I mean, come on. I got the tiger one because I just thought it was adorable. It opens like a Trapper Keeper. If you're Gen X, you know what I mean. And I mean, it's just so pretty. So yes, I'm keeping her. And I'm keeping her in her box so she doesn't get messed up. Because she's so pretty and nostalgic. So for that, she stays. I don't know if they make those anymore or not. Okay, and I've got the Beauty Bay Jade palette. There's the palette, and it is a really beautiful, colorful palette. Let me move back so it doesn't wash out the colors. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. But again, it's just like too big for me. It's like overwhelming. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's curated enough. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't speak to me. So I am going to let that one go. I did a couple cute looks with it, but I'm gonna let it go. Okay. And then I've got the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. And this one, again, just, it's beautiful. She did some beautiful colors in here. But if I'm going to reach for something this big, it's going to be ColourPop. Morphe just doesn't wow me anymore. They need to step up their game. I know they filed for bankruptcy a while back, so I have no idea what they're up to now. More Morphe palettes. This is the 35H Hotspot. Yeah. Nope. Not interested. Bye-bye. This is the 35 Embossed Mood. This is the only one that I think might still interest me just because it's a little bit more grungy, but I mean, I have all those colors and other palettes, and again, the shimmers just don't wow me. If I'm going to wear a shimmer, I want it to wow me. And these don't. Don't get me wrong, the mattes seem to do fine. I want more. I just want more. And I think this is my last Morphe palette, the 35F Fall Into Fabulous. This is a stunning palette. It really is. But, again, it just doesn't wow me. It's just not for me. Not anymore. I'm sorry, Morphe. You need to step up your shimmers, babe. So that was good. I did really good getting rid of all of those. Okay, so I'm keeping, what did I say? I think I am going to keep the Iconic London palette, and I already said I'm keeping the Your Golden, so I'm keeping the 4 and getting rid of all of these. Alright, I'll be back with another bin. Alright, this bin does have some of my singles, and it's got a lot of empty magnetic palettes. So I'm keeping all of my empty magnetic palettes. I've got some butterfly ones from ColourPop. I've got these pretty like moon and stars from ColourPop. I've got the You're Dreamy. I think that's empty. Yeah. You're Dreamy. Definitely keeping. Then I have some Anastasia, which actually might have some singles in them. Nope, they're just heavy. Yep, so I've got this pretty Anastasia one. Definitely keeping all of these because I really do like playing with my singles. This is a nice pretty glittery pink one. Glittery purple. Glittery green. And then an Old Z palette from Ulta. Oh, and I've got some Tarte ones in here. I mean, look at how pretty. I can't get rid of that. And then this one has the sequins that go up like that. So pretty. So yeah, those aren't going anywhere. For sure. Oh, I even have the hold on. I kept them in the box. But I like these because I can use them for my blushes, for my highlighters, for my eyeshadows. So yeah, kept these. So definitely keeping all of my single magnetic palettes, at least for now, until I go through all of my singles and reorganize them and all of that. So those are all keepers. Let's see. I have some singles that we're not going to go through, so I'm not going to bother to pull those out. Okay, now we're getting to the palettes. I have the Be Perfect Dream Big Manifest. Be Perfect, I really like their shadows. But most of their palettes are mostly matte, if I remember correctly. Although this one's pretty unique. This one's cool. It's got a lot of really cool shades in here, and I don't think I've ever used this one. I think I'm going to hang on to this one and put this in my pile to try, and if they still have it around, I might even do a video on it. Yeah. Okay. Then I have this BH Cosmetics Miss Claus, the Lit List. And that's what that looks like. Oh, too washed out. Here we go. Oh, so pretty, but I won't use it. It's too big. So that one's going bye-bye. Then I have the Naughty Ho Ho Holidays Naughty from BH Cosmetics. Beautiful. But again, I won't use it. So it's going to go as well. I have the original Zodiac, which I don't know if they still make these or not, but their baked shadows are incredible. You just get them a little wet and wow, they really are incredible. But I know me, and I won't ever use this. It's been around so long, I won't use it. So I'm gonna let that go. Okay. I have my Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 5. Kept a lot of these in the box because they're in a bin and I don't want them to get messed up. This one I absolutely love. It's like the purples, so yes, this one I'm keeping. The quality on these is outstanding. If you've never tried them, I wouldn't pay the full $60 for them, but if you can get them on sale, they are really good. So yes, this one I'm definitely keeping. Okay, and then I have the Volume 3, and this is the like kind of fall palette, in my opinion, if I can get it open. Like beautiful fall colors, stunning, so pretty. I love this palette. Yep, definitely keeping. Beautiful quality, very pigmented, but beautiful quality. Okay, then this is so nostalgic. This is the Urban Decay Game of Thrones. So it opens like a book, and you've got a little bit of something here, and then you pull this tab up, and then you've got the whatchamacallit, the throne. The Throne of Swords. So cool. And then the drawer pulls out for the shadows. So this is what the actual shadows look like, and I think the shadows are stunning. Great quality. Definitely keeping this. Even if I didn't want to use the shadows, for nostalgia because I absolutely loved Game of Thrones. And it reminds me of a time when Urban Decay was very creative. You know, like their Alice in Wonderland palettes and their Vice palettes and all of that. So, yes, definitely keeping. And then I've got the Jeffree Star palette. This is the limited edition one that came out in white. Pardon me. And I'm sure you've seen this, but this is what it looks like. Right here. It's a very pretty palette, but I no longer support Jeffree Star. If you know, you know. I'm not going to go into it, but that's going bye-bye. Okay, and that's it in this bin except for my singles. So let me put all that up and grab another bin. Alrighty, I have a mishmash of all kinds of stuff. So starting with the Glamlight Burger palette. I still have it in its wrapper and everything. And this is what she looks like. I really like this palette. It's a beautiful palette, but if I'm being honest, I never reach for it anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and let it go. Okay. Let's see. This is a More USA Pearl Paradise 32 Shade Pigment palette. I don't know, I got this in a subscription box. Never used it, I don't think. Nope, never used it. It's actually quite pretty, but I don't see myself using it. So I'm going to put that in the giveaway. I think I've decided I'm just going to do individual giveaways. That way more people have an opportunity to win. I just think it'll be fun that way. Alright, and another one I got in a subscription box. This is from Lurella. It's called Scandal. Never touched this one. This one just really isn't my cup of tea. A lot of burgundies and reds and stuff, so it just wasn't me. It's really pretty. But I don't do reds all that often, so it has a lot of reds. So yes, I will put that one in a giveaway. Let's see, Jeffree Star Cremated. I actually really love this palette. It's beautiful because I love cool tones, and he did some really, this is what the palette itself looks like. He did some really unique textures in here, but again, I no longer support Jeffree Star, and if it's not something I'm going to use on my channel, there's not really any point in me keeping it, in my opinion, which is a shame, but I just have my stance on that. Okay, and then I have the Glamlight Cake palette. Adorable. The packaging is adorable. And then here are the colors. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Hold on. Washing them out. So pretty. Shimmers are so pretty. So yes, I'm keeping this. Here's another Norvina. This is volume 4. I think this was more of the pink palette. That's what it looks like. And then pink and purples. So yes, I love this palette. I am keeping this palette. Alrighty, I have the Ciate, the Editor palette, New England. Pretty sure I got this on Boxy Charm, maybe. I don't know. That's what the palette looks like. Never touched it. Very pretty colors, but just not for me, so I will throw that in the giveaway. This is another LA Girl palette. This was a holiday palette. I don't know if it had a name on it. Holidays. So really pretty glitter packaging on the outside and beautiful cool tones on the inside. So I think I'm going to hang on to this one. It's super pretty. Okay, I have the Nabla Dreamy 2, the Mystic palette. I don't even remember this one. Okay, maybe because it's just so dark. It's really pretty though. Those textures are next level, but I don't know. I think I might give it a try. This is a good winter palette. I think I might give this a try. It's really pretty. Another Nabla. This is the Secret palette. And yes, I like this one very much. She's very pretty. We will be hanging on to her. ABH Jackie Aina palette. Oh, so pretty. Hold on, let me move back so you can see the, there we go. Yeah. And then you can see the shades. Stunning. Yep, she is not going anywhere. Absolutely not. Okay, this is from Clarity Cosmetics. This is called Plush. And this is what she looks like. Yeah, not really for me. So I'll put that in the giveaway pile. Okay, I've got a Morphe palette here, 9K Khaki Calling. It's very pretty. Honestly, it really is. And that shimmer in the middle actually looks really nice, but I will never use it. I've got so many other green palettes that I know I'll love more. So another one. Did I swatch that one? I think I did. Yeah, I swatched that one. Okay, so sorry, can't go in the giveaway. Alright, let's see. I've got Violet Voss Sugar Crystals. This one's, whoops, such a fun palette. You've got kind of neons, and then you've got shimmers, and then you've got more iridescent shades. It would help if I put it up in the thing so you could see it. Super pretty. I really like this palette. I am going to keep this palette. Okay, this is one from C Color Cosmetics. This is called the Tropical. This was the dupe for the Natasha Denona Tropic palette, and which has been discontinued. And then again, C Color Cosmetics is no longer in business, so I'm getting rid of that. Let's see, I've got the Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn. All these plastic sheets. That one's really pretty, but honestly it's just a little too warm for me and I never reach for it, so I'm gonna let that one go. Let's see, this is the Ofra and Francesco Tolat Infinite palette. Yeah, this one's really fun, but don't know, their quality isn't my favorite, so I'm gonna let that go. Let's see, the Festival by Juvia's Place. I don't know. I like their quality, but this color story was just never very cohesive for me, so I'm gonna let that go. And the Afrique by Juvia's Place. Yeah, just not really my color scheme. Gonna let that one go. Then I have the Saharan by Juvia's Place. Okay, that one I really like. I don't know why, I just do. Come on, get the thingy-mabobber off. That one's really pretty. I know I'm not really into oranges, but these other shades, I really do like them. So I'm gonna hang on to this one. This is Give Me Glow Cosmetics Juicy Olive. A very nice grungy green palette. Yep, keeping that one. Oh, another Fizzy Art palette. Yep, definitely keeping this one. This is called the Malou, I think. And it's kind of colorful, but it's all matte, but beautiful. Oh, Ace Beauté Falling For You. Yes, I love this palette. It's beautiful. Definitely keeping. This is the Violet Voss Essentials 2. No, I don't really see myself reaching for that, and I never touched it, so I will put that in a giveaway. Pretty sure I got that in BoxyCharm. Oh, these are so cute. This is Dose of Colors Mickey. Nice, really cute cool tone palette. Yeah, I'm keeping that. It's nostalgic and it's super cute. And then I have the Dose of Colors mini palette. And this one has a blush in it, so yeah, it is super cute. I like it. So I'm gonna hang on to it. Persona, this is her old packaging. This is the Identity palette. It's nice and I love the cool tones, but honestly, I never reach for it anymore, so I'm gonna let it go. Oh, this is the Wet n Wild Pac-Man. Yeah, no, I'm never gonna use that. I think I did one look with it and no. This is the Juvia's Place, the Nubian Glow. And, oh, actually I quite like that. It's got some, hold on, let me move back. It's got some pretty unique shades up there. I like that. Don't necessarily like the pressed glitter, but I do like the rest of it. Oh, this one's old and expired. It's gotta go. This was Revolution Pro Earth and Stone. It was kind of like a dupe for Pat McGrath, but no, this needs to go in Les Garbage. It is very old. I've got the Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. Yes, this one I do like very much. It's got really pretty purples. And it's a little romantic, and I really like it. Keeping. This was the Essence Make Beauty Fun. The quality was just ho-hum, so I'm gonna let that go. This is a BH Cosmetics Sub-Zero. I've never touched it. It still has the plastic on it, so I will put that in a giveaway. I've got the Nudes by Juvia's Place. Honestly, it's just kind of a little too light for me. I don't see myself using it. I did swatch it, so I can't put it in a giveaway, but this one, on the other hand, the Taupes by Juvia's Place, I like a lot. So yeah, I'm keeping that one. Okay, this is the Lorac Pro Palette Artist Edition Meraki. I actually really did like this a lot. Lorac just kind of dropped off the face of the earth for a while there, but this one had some really good shimmers. The mattes blend beautifully, so I think I will hang on to this one. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that just has the shade names on there. So yeah, I think I'll hold on to that one. Okay, I've got these Beauty Bay Disney color palettes. This is Bambi, and so pretty. It's like the lithograph on the front. The colors are kind of, they're all matte, nothing special. It's more the palette that I love. I don't know, I think I'm going to hang on to them for now for more nostalgia type stuff. And I'll show you the other ones. Got that one. Got Alice in Wonderland. There's a Mad Hatter on there. This one's a little bit more colorful. And Beauty Bay's formula is great, so the mattes are great, but they're just matte, so like you have to kind of plan it out. It's not like the color story is super cohesive. And then there was a 4-pack, I think. No, trio. Also more Disney ones. So there's another Alice in Wonderland with a Cheshire Cat. This one I love the colors on, so definitely happy to keep that. And I think those colors are super fun. And then there is Dumbo. And I mean, I see what they went for. They captured, the picture, the colors in the picture. But again, not a very cohesive color story. Kind of hard to use it without pulling in another palette, which I can totally do. I have no problem doing that. And then you've got the Jungle Book. I actually really like the colors on this one too. So, yep, keeping all of those. This was a dupe for the Huda Beauty, I think, Warm Brown Obsessions from C Color Cosmetics, but again, they're no longer around, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is Essence My Rose Will Go On. And this is just way too light for me. And I don't think I ever touched it, so I will put that in a giveaway. Okay, then I have the Juvia's Place Bronzed Rustic. It's pretty. I got a pretty look out of it, but I don't think I'll use it again, so I'm gonna let it go. Then I've got the Well Song, which I think has been discontinued, from Menagerie. And it's all blues and greens. Very, very beautiful. So definitely hanging on to that. I've got the Milani Gilded Twilight. It was okay. I wasn't all that impressed with the formula. So I really like the color story. I just wasn't all that impressed with the formula. So I'm gonna let that go. And last but not least, I've got Made by Mitchell Mini Mitchell Volume 2. No, Volume 1, sorry. Here's the... But honestly, I really do like the color story, so I am going to keep that. Time to get another bin. I'll be right back. Alrighty, on to the next bin. Very first thing, Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blue Blood. As stated earlier, I no longer support the brand. This is what the palette looks like. If you like blues, it is a gorgeous palette, but I'm not big on blues and I don't support the brand, so this is going. Let's see. Let's see. I've got the Garden of Juvia's. Love this palette. It's a beautiful pastel palette. Those shimmers are gorgeous. Absolutely keeping. This is a major throwback because I think this is like one of the first palettes they released, only they released the big palette. So this is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. And it's got all these beautiful colors. Hold it back so you can see it. Lots of neutrals and then lots of pops of color. Definitely keeping. And then the Magic Mini by Juvia's. And this one has all kinds of unique colors and beautiful shimmers, so definitely keeping. Woo, almost dropped that. That would not have been good. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Blend Bunny Cosmetics, all done up. Absolutely love Blend Bunny. Missed out on a lot of her latest releases. Definitely plan to buy those in the future once I'm on a buying spree again, because I absolutely love Blend Bunny. So this is a beautiful palette and I'm absolutely keeping it. Oh gosh, I don't know, this is so cute. This is the Wet n Wild and Peanuts collab. So cute. I haven't even opened it, but it's a Christmas theme, so yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. Plus I love Peanuts. I mean, it's nostalgia, man. Oh, this one. Okay, Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2. I love Lunar Beauty's formula. Or is it just not coming out of the sleeve? It's just not coming out of the sleeve. There we go. And then that's what it looks like once it comes out of the sleeve. And here are the colors. So beautiful. Lots of purples, and I love his formula, so absolutely keeping this. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is, I don't even know if this brand's around anymore. This is Stellar. This is a gorgeous, cool tone palette, but I never hear of them anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. Let's see. Oh, I do have more Too Faced palettes. Look at that. I have the Pumpkin Spice. Oh, and it smells so good. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one. It's so pretty. Then I have the Cinnamon Swirl. See, I love that they did the tin packaging. I hate that they switched away from that. And it smells like cinnamon rolls. Yep. I'm keeping it. I have the Melt Mary Jane palette. And I haven't seen this in a while, but from what I remember, it's a beautiful cool tone palette. Yes, it is. Look at that. That is stunning if you like cool tones. I am keeping that for sure. Next up is the Melt Cosmetics Millennial Pinks. I'm ashamed to say I've never used this. I know it got mixed reviews, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I am going to keep it and I'm going to try it out because I think it's stunning. Let's see, next up I've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette. This one was a face and eye palette, but you could also use the face colors on your eyes, so it was very versatile. Stunning palette. Don't know if they still make this one or not, but I like it a lot. And I'm going to keep it. Not doing very well in this bin, am I? Okay, I've got the Glamlight Cosmetics. This is the, I guess, mini paint palette. I know it's not the big paint palette. Love, love, love these shades. So she's going nowhere. Definitely keeping her. I have the Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette. Is this? Yeah, this is all mattes. So, I mean, this is perfect to have to go with all my shimmer palettes. So I kind of need to put those together, like put my all matte palettes with my all shimmer palettes. That way it's easier for me to reach for. Then I have the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. This is all blues and purples. Stunning, stunning, stunning palette. Absolutely keeping. It's a little big, but that's okay. And then I have the Beauty Bay Earthy palette. I didn't get the berries because, like I said, I'm not really into reds, so I had a lot of reds. But this, woo, it's so pretty. I'm telling you, the camera doesn't do it justice. So definitely keeping that. All right, next up we have the Juvia's Place Culture palette. I absolutely love this palette. So colorful. So much fun. I created quite a bit of looks with this one. It was a lot of fun, so I am definitely keeping that one. And then I have the, which one is this? Made by Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette. This is a fun one. It's nice and earthy. Have a few little unexpected tones in there, but for the most part it's a nice earthy palette. I really like this one too. great quality, so I am keeping that. Then we've got the Norvina Volume 1. This is the original purple palette with like some neons and pops of red. So, love that one too. Definitely keeping that one. Pretty sure I'm keeping all of my Norvinas. Alright, next I have the Glam Light Michaela. This is the original palette with all the pretty glitter inside. Love this palette. Love all the purples, the neutrals. There's some greens in there. Definitely. Oh, swear, I just need to get farther away so you guys can really see the colors. Really love this palette. I love Glam Light's formula, and I think Michaela did a wonderful job on that. Excuse me. And then we have the Michaela pot too, right here. So, got the glitter in there again. This one has a lot more greens, but then she threw her purples in there as well, and a few blues. Stunning palette. Absolutely keeping this palette. Alright, let's see. Next up I have the Blend Bunny Blends, the original Blends palette, which is like the quintessential matte rainbow palette. Her formula is phenomenal, so if you're looking for a really good matte palette, this is a great one with lots of colors. And then I have the Blend Bunny Surge palette. This one has lots of brights, and then also some real grungy shades. I love the way she lays out her palettes. Let's see, what else? This is an Ofra Pro palette, Glow into Winter. Okay, that's not bad, that's pretty. What I really like about these palettes is it comes with a bronzer, highlighter, these are highlighters. Then you've got eyeshadows, these can be eyebrow powders or eyeshadows. So it's really versatile. In addition, like if you have other highlighters you can and eyeshadows, you can switch it out. So yeah, I think I'll hang on to this one too. Let's see, Rodeo Drive, Americana Bronzer, Star Island, Pillow Talk. So yeah, some really good highlighters in there. Let's see. Oh, next I've got the Glam Light Ice Cream Dream palette. This was kind of their pastel palette with a few pops of bright. Really like this palette too. Not doing too well in this set, am I? Okay, let's see. I've got the Give Me Glow Pastel Dreams. Now I don't wear a lot of pastels, but honestly this is a really good pastel palette, and like I said before, her shimmers are next to none, so definitely keeping that one. Sorry, I have my phone turned on. Okay, oh, I've got another Blend Bunny. This is the Dollhouse palette. Love this palette. It's a great like neutral palette with a few pops of color. Absolutely stunning. Definitely keeping. And another Blend Bunny. This is the Primal palette. And it's kind of an add-on to her matte, original matte blends palette, just deeper tones, and then she added some shimmers, and she's got a big old black and a big old white so that you can really customize it. She just really does a great job. Alright, I've got the ColourPop Aurora Struck palette. I've got all those cool tones in there. Lots of pretty greens and blues, purples, but everything's kind of cool tone. I really like this palette. It's beautiful. Yep, definitely keeping that. Let's see. Oh, ColourPop Smoke and Roses. Yep, also keeping that one. Absolutely stunning. Nice and, I don't know, a little smoky, but also really rosy tone, really romantic. Really like this one. It's a great palette. I think we've got more ColourPop. Oh, yeah, this is the Rock Candy palette. And that's what that looks like. It's more of a neutral palette. With a little bit of rose tones to it too. Lots of gorgeous shimmers. So yeah, great palette. Keeping that one. Then we've got the Play It Jewel palette. Excuse my noisy chair. Play It Jewel palette. This is a very fun palette. As you can see, lots of jewel tones. Very beautiful. And I've got the ColourPop It's a Mood palette. Oh, so pretty. Lots of jewel tones in this one, but you also have a lot of neutrals here. Stunning. Keeping. Yeah, I didn't do too well on this round, did I, guys? Oh, and last but not least, we've got ColourPop Fade into Hue, which is their rainbow palette, which I absolutely love. Of course, not necessarily the pressed glitters, but the rest of it is just stunning. I love how they did the different variants, the different grades of all the color tones. So, so pretty. And the last thing I have in here is the OPV Spotlight eyeshadow palette, which I have never used. It is still wrapped, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this in a giveaway because, as y'all can see, I kept way too many palettes this round. Like, I can't even pick them up. I kept way too many. Way too many. So I don't even want to count because it's just going to make me sad. I planned on getting rid of a lot of palettes, but not these. Maybe I'll make myself play with them some more, make sure I love them. You know, see if I can weed any of them out, but honestly, really and truly, I know that I love all these palettes, so I don't see myself getting rid of any of them anytime soon. Alright, so that's it with this bin, so let me put this stuff up and I'll grab another bin. Alright, I see a few I know I can get rid of in this pile. So first off, we're starting with the Jeffree Star Bloodlust. Again, not supporting his brand anymore. This was a beautiful palette. I do have to admit, it's got like the crushed velvet on the outer package. And then you open it up. And you've got some beautiful purples and pinks, which would normally be right up my alley, but you know, like I said, not supporting the brand. And then I have the Jeffree Star Blood Money palette. So there's the palette. And then you like this and open it, and it is definitely a really pretty palette. Nice beautiful greens, but again, getting rid of that. Okay, and then I have the ABH Norvina Volume 2 palette. This one is, I think, the blues. If I was going to get rid of any, it would probably be this one. Let me take a look. I can't remember what else is in here. Yeah, it's mostly blues. Yeah, for this one, I think I'll let this go. It's got a few cute purples and other little poppy colors, but I don't know, and some greens, but honestly, I don't see myself reaching for this one, so I will go ahead and let this one go. Let's see, I've got the Too Faced Christmas in London palette. It's a cute palette, but honestly, I'm not sure why I bought it. I like almost never buy their holiday palettes, and for some reason this one was super cute to me. I decided to buy it, and yeah, I kind of regret it. It's okay, but it's not anything to write home about. It's kind of boring, honestly, so yeah, that one is gonna go. Okay, I have the original Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. This one is so old. I think it's probably just time to let it go, like literally trash it. Sadly enough, because I would say it's probably beyond expired. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Same with the original Magic. Bought the minis because I knew these were old and I loved them, but one, they're way too big, and you know, two, they're old. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get rid of those. Let's see what's next. I have the Made by Mitchell Head in the Clouds. That's what the palette looks like. Excuse me. And it is a really bright, colorful palette. Honestly, I don't see a lot of cohesion in this palette. Yeah, so I think I'm going to let this one go. Okay, I've got the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox. This one is a beautiful cool tone palette. Love this palette, so it's not going anywhere. Let's see, I've got the Ace Beauté Blossom Passion. Super pretty pink berry palette. Love their formula, so I am going to hang on to that. And then I have the Slice of Paradise from Ace Beauté as well. And this is their rainbow palette. Really pretty. Only has 2 shimmers in it, but I don't know. Looking at it, actually, I think I'll let that one go. Only 2 shimmers, meh. This is from Copacetic Cosmetics and M. Jones 5018. It's called the Companion Palette. Honestly, I don't know if this brand is still around anymore. The shades are super glittery, but they're, I don't know. It's just a really light all shimmer palette. I might hang on to it, just give it a try, compare it to my other shimmer palettes, and make a decision. Then I've got a Sydney Grace Summer Days palette. Just a beautiful kind of cool tone neutral palette. Stunning, really pretty. Gonna hang on to that. Let's see. Ace Beauté. Oh, this is a second vintage one. I don't know why I had 2 of them, but I got rid of the first one, so I'm going to get rid of the second one. Interesting. I've got a BH Cosmetics Nightshade palette. This is their purple palette. But again, since BH Cosmetics isn't really doing much, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I have the Violets by Juvia's Place. Really do like this color story, so I am going to go ahead and keep that. I've got another Sydney Grace palette. This is called Coffee Talk. Excuse me. This is another really pretty cool tone palette, and their shimmers are really nice. Nice and smooth, but nice and shimmery. Their mattes are awesome, so yeah, I'm going to hang on to this palette. Alamar Cosmetics, the Reina del Caribe palette. Honestly, I've had this in my collection for so long, I never use it. I am going to let it go. Let's see, another BH Cosmetics palette. This is the Blueberry Muffin palette. This one had some really cool blues and some other really cool tones in it, but yet again, I'm not really keeping anything from BH Cosmetics, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Let's see here. I have a palette from Ofra. Oh, this is the collaboration with Samantha March. This is Life's a Draft. It's a real pretty like berry mauve tone palette. I'm trying to get the plastic off so you can see it. And then it also has a bronzer and a blush and a highlighter in there. Super pretty. I think I will go ahead and hold on to this. I'm a huge fan of Samantha March, so I was happy to be able to support her. And then I've got the Ofra Mini Mix Good to Go palette. You know, I'm going to let this one go. I created some really pretty looks with this, but I have All the Lights highlighter in a separate, and then, I don't know, the shadows were just okay. So I'm going to let that go. Let's see, I have another LA Girl, this Break Free BU palette. This one's more like of a warm tone, neutral palette. It's pretty, but nah, I don't think I'll reach for it. I've got the LA Girl VIP Desert Dream palette. It's okay. Sorry, I just don't feel like peeling the plastic off. Hopefully you can see the shades. But yeah, I don't see myself reaching for that one, so I'm going to let that go. And I've got the LA Girl Festy Bestie palette right here. If I can get it to open. It's okay. Not really my colors, so I think I'm going to let that one go. And another LA Girl. Can you tell that I really liked them? This is the Pro Artistry palette. Make sure I show that to you. It's okay. Neutrals with some blues, a couple greens. Nothing groundbreaking. Don't think I'll reach for it, so I'll let that one go. Pro Mastery palette from LA Girl. I feel like I have a lot of these shades already, these rosy tones, so I'm going to let that go. But these palettes are really good. I don't know if they still make them or not. Let's see, I have an Odin's Eye Alva eyeshadow palette. This one's kind of just a, you know, soft romantic palette. Not really my cup of tea anymore, and I feel like I've got enough of these shades. Plus this is kind of their older formula, I think, so I'm going to let that go. Let's see, I've got the Lunar Beauty Original Moonspell palette. That's what that looks like. And she is absolutely gorgeous with those purples and teals and greens. It's kind of hard. There we go. There you go. Now you can see it. Super pretty. Yep, hanging on to that one. I'm not sure if he still has this one or not. I feel like he does, but I'm not 100% sure. Then I've got the Glam Light Cupcake palette. Man, my chair is super squeaky. Sorry about that. Pull this out of the box here. Has little sprinkles in the cupcake. Super cute. Yeah, this is more of like a reddish pink palette, which again, I don't wear a lot of reds. So yeah, I don't see myself wearing this one, so I'm going to let this one go. And I've got the Queen by Eloise. I've never even heard of this brand. Pretty sure I got it in a subscription box. I never used it, so we'll throw that one in a giveaway. I've got the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Bad Witch Club. Lots of pretty jewel tones, super pretty. But looking at it, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of her mattes, so it only has 3 shimmers and they're darker shimmers, so I think I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. Okay, I have the Tribe by Juvia's Place. This one I absolutely love, so not letting that one go. Then I have the Deuce. Not my favorite color story. There's some cute shades in here, but honestly, nah, I probably won't reach for it, so I'm gonna let that one go. The Zulu by Juvia's Place. No, I think I'm gonna let that one go too. Let's see, the Warrior 3 by Juvia's Place. No, I'm gonna let that one go too. These pans are just so ginormous, they will last you forever. This is the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. This is a really pretty brown neutral, but I feel like I have this over and over again in other palettes, so I'm gonna let this one go. And then I've got the Nomad by Juvia's Place. This one I do love. The grungy colors. feel like it's a little unique, so I'm going to hang on to that one. Let's see, there's the Nubian Royal by Juvia's Place. I like the purples, but I feel like I have enough purples, and this has a pressed glitter in it, so I think I'm going to let it go. And I've got the Blushed Rose by Juvia's Place. Oh gosh, that one's super pretty. I think I might keep that one. I'm trying to be realistic. Do I think I'll wear it? Honestly, do I think I'll wear it? No, I don't think I will. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. That one's a tough one. It's really pretty, but they're all so pretty. That's part of my problem. I love them all. Okay, and last but not least, I've got Love Notes by Beauty Bay. That's what that looks like. And sorry, that's my son texting me. And then it's got some really romantic shades in it. It's got some really pretty purples, some really pretty pinks, but no, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Wow. Okay, that is it for that bin. So give me just a minute and I'll be back with the next one. Wow, guys, I've been at this for hours. I am tired. Okay, I think we've only got 2 or 3 bins left to go. Next is the Glam Light paint palette. She looks like this. She's more kind of like the mini paint palette, but she's a little bit more traditional rainbow colors, I guess you could say. Really pretty, but I never reached for it, so I am going to let that one go. And then I've got the Pizza Palette by Glam Light. I think this is the one that kind of put them on the map, the Pizza Palette. Never used this one though. So, and I get the, there we go. So, I mean, it's a nice palette, but it's, I think their shimmers have come a long way since this initial palette. And so, yeah, it's just not for me. I'll never use it, honestly. So that one's gotta go. Let's see, this is the Be Perfect Carnival XL Pro Palette in collaboration with Stacey Marie. Super pretty. It's mostly mattes, and I don't know. It's just too big. So I think I'm gonna let this one go as well. I have the Revolution X Alexa Stone palette. This one is an all matte palette, but it's got like gradients of the different shade ranges, so it's a really good cohesive palette, but Makeup Revolution is not my favorite brand or eyeshadow formula. Plus I have the Blends palette and what, Fade into Hue, so I've got plenty of rainbow palettes, so I think I'm good. Don't need this one. This is a C-Color Cosmetics palette. I'm not even going to take it out of the box. This is a dupe for the Jeffree Star Blue Blood. Again, they're out of business, so I'm getting rid of that. Got a couple more Ofra Pro palettes here. This one is the Soul palette. Yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and let that one go. I think I already kept one or two Pro palettes. I think I'm good. This is the Free Spirit palette. This one's a little bit more colorful and has some really pretty shades, but again, not the biggest fan of Ofra's eyeshadow quality. I love their highlighters. They have some of the best highlighters in the world. This is the Jeffree Star Original Blue Blood, Red Blood Sugar palette. Let me get that right. So this is what she looks like. The first one I showed y'all had the limited edition packaging. This is just the original. So again, getting rid of all Jeffree Star. So that's going. I see two more Jeffree Stars, so I can go ahead and get those out of here. Androgyny is going. And Beauty Killer also going. Alrighty, let's see, I've got Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tales, Little Briar Rose. Yeah, no, this is kind of a boring color story for me, so gonna let that go. I've got this Iconic Couture from Milan Row. Palette looks like, and it's not bad, but you know, not anything I gravitate towards, so I'm gonna let that go. I've got the Give Me Glow Christmas Morning palette. Let's see. No, I feel like this is getting kind of old. Like the green is starting to chip, and I don't know. I mean, the shimmers are really pretty, but I just don't see myself. Well, I don't know. I take that back. As soon as I swatch these darn shimmers, yeah, okay, I'm keeping it. Just for the shimmers themselves. The shimmers are still in fantastic shape, and if I don't like a matte, I can always grab a matte from somewhere else. So I guess I will hang on to it. Alright, first one I'm hanging on to. Oh, I know I'm getting rid of these. These are the old formula of the Ace Beauté. So this is Slice of Paradise. You've already seen this, but in the new formula. So getting rid of that, and Blossom Passion. This is in the old formula. Getting rid of that. this is C Color Cosmetics Cherry 2. I think this was a dupe for the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette. Again, they're out of business, so we're gonna get rid of that. See another C Color Cosmetics. This is Dusk to Dawn. This was a dupe for the Jackie Aina palette, but again, they're out of business, so no point in holding on to that. More C Color Cosmetics palettes. Unisex 4 was a dupe for, I think, the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. Again, out of business. Unisex 2 was a dupe for, I believe, the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. Yep. Again, they are out of business. And what's Unisex 3? Oh, this was a dupe for Androgyny. So yeah, they are out of business as well, again. So getting rid of anything from C Color Cosmetics. Let's see, what's this? Oh, Bad Habit. They are long since out of business, so this is way old. This was a dupe for the Subculture palette, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that needs to go. What else do we have? I have, oh, this is a Glamlight palette, Alondra Desi. Whoa. That's a red tone, so definitely not my speed. That can go. I'm running out of room for the pile to go. Okay, here we go. Then I have Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dream. Which looks like this. The packaging is unreal. So pretty. But when I look at this, I just will never use this. It's a lot of pinks and blues, and I know I won't reach for it again. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Okay, I've got the Give Me Glow Vintage Rose palette. And this is what she looks like. Yes, I will keep that one. Lots of beautiful shimmers. This is nice and romantic. A little grungy. You can go nice and deep with it if you want to. So yeah, I'll hang on to that one. Let's see. This is the Melt Rust palette. She's pretty. Yeah. Yeah. I'll hang on to her. Then I have a Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. Honestly, just very pretty tones, but very lackluster shimmers, so that just doesn't draw my attention at all. So I'm going to let that go. I've got Pinky Rose 80s Baby. Yeah, no, definitely won't wear that one. Gonna let that go. Then I've got Pinky Rose Obsessed. Yeah. No. Gonna let that one go too. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. I can pretty much guarantee, oh, this is what she looks like. I can pretty much guarantee you that I am keeping this one because she is so pretty. Yeah, I can get her to focus with the gold. There we go. Very pretty. A little bit more subdued, but I do like that sometimes. Oh gosh, the ABH subculture. Yeah, I can tell you, I think it's time to let this one go. Yeah, it's time. It's pretty, but I don't see myself reaching for it.